was very important to me in coming back to my alma mater to hear from folks, hear about what's working well, hear about what's not working well, have difficult conversations that perhaps might not be comfortable. Whatever ugly truths are there, they're better said and they're better known so you can address them. As well as I also wanted to hear about what they envisioned for the university and what they hoped the university would be and would do and how they would contribute over the next 20 years. And so embarking on that process, I wanted to hear from everyone. That sounds impossible, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to hear from every single person. The custodians, the groundskeepers, our technicians, everyone within the physical plant, from students, to community, naysayers on every island, alumni, elected officials. I wanted to hear from everyone. My team would look at me with their eyes big and say, oh my gosh, yes, I wanted to hear from everyone. Anyone that would come and have a seat at the table that we provided for them. And so we did just that. We invited students, we invited alumni, we invited employers, we invited faculty, we invited alums, employees, everyone who would come. We spoke to heads of government agencies, the governor, the director of the Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority, Commissioner of Education, our trustees of all of our boards, our board of trustees of the university, our members of the board of directors of our foundation, members of directors of our RICO Center for the Arts Board, everyone. And so in that process, we heard all sorts of things about, what was not working well, why students were not satisfied, what they hoped for, what was working well, so we can do more of that. And that was important for me to do. In the end, we had almost 5,000 ideas, which for a consultant was the most ideas he had ever received in any strategic planning process. And I think what was most exciting was for the community to talk about what they envisioned for the university, right? And for them to give input on what we should be doing, what we could be doing, to hear the governor's perspectives, everyone. And then, of course, really narrowing down those into themes and what we would focus on, what we would celebrate based on what we're already doing well. And of course, a common theme was we can't be everything to everyone and offer everything, which I think for a long time our university has been trying to do. And so that helped, of course, to affirm what some of us already knew, but using data could then help us serve as leverage to move in the direction that we needed to do, and to justify how to really prioritize resources, because we do not have unlimited resources. Honestly, my favorite session was a session that we held in a classroom upstairs from the Sport and Fitness Center, the gym. And it was a session for employees in general. Anyone could come, faculty, staff. And there was not a large number of people in that room, maybe 20 something. They had the best ideas. And I could tell that there was some hesitancy from the gentleman from physical plant to really articulate his ideas or write them down. The assignment was to write them down. So I became his scribe. And so I said nothing. My job was to write his ideas down, react to them, react to hers. And they were the best ideas. And that was powerful. And I could tell how empowered he felt. And I could see people watching me. Like, what is she doing? Is the president there scribing for this guy? I am not too big to scribe for one of our, physical plant workers. As president, I give voice to whoever needs voice.